We are the High Council of Orion. Our message today is about your sacred space, about the sacred space of you and how well you are attending to it. We're going to make our points today by thinking about your house, your home, wherever it is that you live, and compare it to the space of your human body and the space around your human body. It's a fairly obvious example, but it's one that is easy to drive our points home with. For it's very important at this time, when things are changing so rapidly and energies are shifting and changing, to really in a sense keep your energetic house tidy, clean, and sparkling. It's easy to feel right now as if your bodies and your energy spaces are not in that kind of shape. We would encourage you every day to spend some time and do awareness exercises, in terms of what's in your field. How you would do this would be to just quietly come centered with yourself. Some people call that meditation. Some people call it centering or grounding. Being really present to yourself and drawing your awareness to your energy field around you. As you do that, just find out what's in your space.
How do you do that?
You ask.
What's in my space?
As you observe the space around you, and you could feel like it's a big bubble around you, you could feel like it's an energetic field, but as you begin to ask and draw your attention to that, you begin to become aware of something or some things. You might see or experience or be aware of them as emotions. For example, you draw your attention to
what's in my space right now,
and you feel emotions are in your space. Then you identify what are they? Happy, sad, angry, frustrated, joyful, peaceful. Whatever emotions are there, identify them. Then feel which belong to you. Say for example, you feel frustration in your field. You just decide.
Is this my frustration or is it somebody else's frustration?
It's just this little process you go through. If it's yours, spend that moment and figure out.
How can I breathe into releasing that frustration?
Then literally see the frustration in front of you, through your closed eyes, in your field, and just breathe in and allow the frustration to be there, but keep allowing your breath to move in and dissipate it, move and dissipate it, move and dissipate it. And then as it dissolves, you will begin to feel how you feel with that, outside of your field. Perhaps that frustration is somebody else's. Perhaps somebody in your world, at work, your family, somebody you see in a store is feeling frustrated. Perhaps you have that momentary empathy, or matching emotion with them, and it draws into your field. You realize that
this is actually not my frustration, but it's in my field.
Through your mind's eye, just lift it up out of your field. Say,
okay, this is not mine. I'm going to lift it up.
It's going to take it on the outside of wherever you see the edge of your field. This is all done in your mind. This is done through your imagination. If you keep doing this every day, not just with your emotions, but perhaps there are things in your body that you are not feeling comfortable with, as you look in your space, it could be all kinds of things that show up in your space. No matter what it is, whether, as we've mentioned before, if it's the emotions, or whether it's something that's occupying your mind in more of a mental way, that the distraction, perhaps it's something in your physical field, whatever it is, just take a look at it. See if it's yours, and just really breathe into the truth of what it is, and your breath can, as you do some slow deep breaths into whatever it is that you're feeling, you're giving that space an expansion, and they dissipate or diminish. Then, if there are things that do not belong to you, there are things that are worry and concerns or problems from outside of your world, that really aren't yours, just through your empathy and your care and concern you've brought them into your field, then you can just place them right outside your field.